Welcome to Authentic with Brazil 201. I'm your host, Brazil 201, and on today's bonus episode, we're going to talk about the Fallout Season 2 finale. Full spoilers for the game, for all of Season 1, for all of Season 2, because we're here, and the finale was pure greatness. And look, it sucks that Fallout Season 3, at its earliest, is probably not premiering till March or April of 2027. Okay. Because allegedly they're going to begin production in May or June of this year. And that is if there is no WGA strike or SAG strike or whatever situations may arise in terms of the larger Hollywood picture. But I have to say, season 2 landed the plane. And yes, in retrospect, this season feels like a setup season in the way House of the Dragon season 2 set up. But now we have the overall show's big bad, what we're heading towards, our real villain. We have our trio heading together with their new mission and the side mission and the side quest. So let's go recap everything that happened. So we have Max fighting the Deathclaw the entire time, and he kills a bunch. The armor is about to break. It breaks, and he inspires the town of Freeside to rise up, okay, and fight back against the Deathclaws. As Max, with his shield and his spear, very Captain America, ready to go to fight on his dying breath, the New California Republic comes back, and they kill all the Deathclaws. Okay, so that's what's happening with Max. With the Vault 33 gang or whoever, the people that were with Norm. So here's what happened. Norm accidentally presses an elevator and a bunch of roaches come out, killing everybody. Thankfully, because I hated the Vault 33 group or Vault 30, whatever that group was. I was rooting for that fucking Indian kid who was so fucking annoying to die. And the tall Puerto Rican Mexican guy that kept beating the shit out of Norm. I was just like, can they all die? So the roaches come. They all try to lock themselves in the conference room. The roaches eat everybody except Norm, because Norm doesn't make it into the conference room. And also Norm's girlfriend, Claudia, survives. So Norm takes Claudia out, and they're going somewhere. That's what's happening there. Next, Cooper is talking to House. So now we know the House always wins is the canon ending to Fallout New Vegas. And House explains that apparently he didn't know while he was doing everything, there was someone above him planning that was smarter than him, an AI or some group that was just outmaneuvering him no matter what. And he was like, these are the people that put the Deathclaws in Vegas. I did not bring them here. He's like, this vault wasn't a vault for the ultra rich. This vault was for the investors, the Enclave. And he keeps telling Cooper all of this that was happening. He's like, I need your help. Okay? You don't understand that this is the real bad guy. They've been controlling everything in the wasteland. We're all pawns, and I need you to save us. And then we have Lucy and her dad, and Lucy's dad explains he made the chip that turns people into the Pluribus hive mind smaller. And apparently he's already sent a bunch out, and they've been implementing them into a bunch of people because this is what the Enclave wants. Also, Lucy kills the congresswoman from Glendale, the boring old white bitch. So that's happening. Lucy's dad is about to implement the Pluribus mind control device into her from one of his zombie dudes is going to do it. He's like, you'll love me now. Cooper saves, kills the dude, shoots Hank in the ass, gives something to Lucy, and says, here you go, kid, and leaves. So now Lucy's got the new mind control device and begins questioning her dad. Okay, so that's where we are with these key things. We then flash back, and the vault people that are in the vault still, that are trying to rise up. The Canadian chick sends a message that apparently was predetermined in this special Hank Pit-Boy that to activate phase 2. And we learn that the radio signal and all radio signals throughout all of America have been going to this secret city base in Colorado in the mountains. This is exactly like the Hulu show Paradise, where there's also a secret city in the mountains in Colorado. I do not know why everything is in Colorado, but for whatever reason, I'm going to assume right now in real life, illegal immigrants are building a secret city in Colorado for Donald Trump for some impending world apocalypse or alien invasion or whatever. But it's clear that is what's happening. So we learned that they got Norm's signal, they've gotten Lucy's signal, and they got the activate phase 2. So they begin to activate phase 2, and it looks like, by the way, the city is looks like it's pre the bombs drop with the way it's functioning. So that is what's happening. Okay. Then Cooper opens House opens the cryo chambers that were supposedly housing his daughter and wife, and they're not in there. And House had no idea they left or whatever. He honestly had no idea. He just had the access to open the vault. He had no idea what's happened because this is the first time he's been turned on, apparently, since the end of the video game. We don't know what has happened between New Vegas and the show, but we see that Barbara left, not Barbara, whatever, Cooper's wife left a postcard that says Colorado was a great idea. She knew that eventually if Cooper was alive, that she would find him. So now we know that Cooper's wife and daughter are alive, and they're also in the Colorado Enclave base. Okay? So that's where we are with a lot of things, and it looks like Coop is heading to Colorado. Now remember, we were in Vegas, so now we're heading more east. Hank sends out right before Lucy, because Lucy was going to mind control Hank. Hank lets him know that the Enclave has set out the mind control device all throughout the wasteland, and it's small, so you won't know who is controlled and who is not controlled. So that's going to be a subplot for season 3. We don't know. Also, Kevin McAllister, Home Alone, gets the note from the dead Kaiser body, and it says, ha ha ha, Kaiser dies with me, and he eats the note, and he pretends to be king. Now, we don't know if the Legion is mind-controlled by the Enclave now, or if the NCR is mind-controlled by the Enclave. All we know is that when Hank sent out the signal, it triggered automatically everywhere, like the Pluribus mind control thing. So we know that it activated, right? So everyone who got infected, we don't know how many are, but everyone who's been implemented with it, they're more calmer, like the Glendale bitch, and all their memories are wiped. So we do not know who is what or what their true mission is and who is controlling them. So Lucy and Max are at the top of the penthouse, and they see the Legion coming in. Okay, and she's like, I could have stopped this. And Max is like, welcome to the wasteland. So now we have our plots for season 3. It's who is mind control, who is Pluribus, right? Who got taken or whatever. Cooper heading to Colorado in the Colorado Enclave plot. And now we have a real big bad now, right? It's the Enclave. That is our real main overall big bad for the show. Is Lucy and the gang going to be able to stop them and truly free the wasteland? Because the wasteland has been controlling everyone, even House. And House had no idea this entire time. And we know the AI is off. House is just trapped in this thing now because Cooper didn't take House with him. And I'm going to assume, right, I guess maybe he'll turn on again to attempt to help Lucy and Max. I guess. So that is where we are on all of this. I'm excited for season 3. Sucks it won't be a year. I gotta say, Ella Purnell has this beautiful scene with her dad. Emmy award-winning, clip reel. And obviously, look, I've been simping that Ella Purnell is the hottest white woman alive, with Emily Batter right behind her, and Emma Mackey at 3, and Nina Dobrev at 4. I will not apologize for my love of short white women with wonderful eyebrows and black hair. Okay? I will not apologize. And you know what? I'm glad we're going to have the show. It looks like this. I don't know if this is going to be like a 5-season thing, because obviously not. I think if this is going to be a 5-season show, and you know, basically the fact that this show came out this year, right? Basically, it started in 2025, but like the first season premiered in like the middle of 2024, and despite the LA fires, they were able to get season 2 out by Christmas, right? With its like crazy production delay and all of it. It looks like with season 3 starting and the new California tax credits, I don't know if they'll expand it. There's was this season feels like a bridge season, but it also feels like we understand where we're going to be. Also, like the friend I always forget, the friend of Max. It looks like he's going to transform into a centaur. We got that part. We got. It looks like Dog Meat, by the way, is staying with Lucy and Max. He did not go with Cooper, unless I'm misremembering this. It doesn't seem like that happened. I assume though we're kind of gonna go into a Star Wars Episode 9 situation where, after backlash from Episode 8 with the ugly Asian chick and all the bad shit, they're like, we gotta force the three of them together, and they gotta go on their mission together. And I think that may be better story wise, but I understand from the production standpoint, like if you watch this season in totality, right? And because like maybe this is my fault because I'm also like in the television industry. Ella Purnell, I do not know if she was like from the show was like a 9 month shoot. I don't think Ella Purnell really shot the show for 9 months. I think she was there for maybe 5 or 6. So she's not in like a lot of the scenes in the earlier part of it. And I know she has her own show, right? And I assume her contract is like very like crazy because she show runs her other show, Sweet Pea, right? And I'm assuming that they structured it that way that you get to do Fallout, and then we'll block out the schedule so you can do Sweet Pea. And we know she has that movie with Pete Davidson coming out. And like Ella Purnell star is just on the rise, right? She's going to be top baddie eventually, right? Well, she is still in the show. I think she's going to end up like, being in Oscar movies and stuff. And which is good, Give me a fucking rom com starring me and Ella Purnell and Emily Batter. Okay, that's all I want. Seriously. I fundamentally thought, is this season better than season 1? I think it's a push. It may be slightly below it, but I still thought it was great. And it's not even that like I'm mad about the show or anything. I'm just like, it doesn't seem like there was a lot of Ella Purnell in this. And maybe the difference is because Ella Purnell became such a superstar between season 1 and 2, whereas like she's really carrying a lot of the show in season 1. And the show's very, with the 5 different things happening. Like, I honestly did not give a shit about the Norm Vault people at all, right? And I'm glad they're all dead. But it's clear, like, if we're gonna bounce around between 5 different things in the kind of way industry does, because industry does the same situation, right? But maybe it just doesn't. It just works better in industry. Because in industry, right, we have the Harper Eric plotline happening, and we have the Yasmin and Jon Snow plotline happening, and we had the reporter guy and Rishi situation happening, and we also had like Whitney that was sometimes interacting with the rest, right? Whereas in Fallout, it's the Cooper part. We had what is happening still in the vault. We had the fucking Norman, the annoying like Indian guy, and then we had like whatever Max was doing and Lucy's doing. If we can just merge some shit together, it would probably be better just in terms of storytelling and coherency, because like I don't care what's happening in the vault, right? And also we're gonna have the fucking Colorado thing, right? So I guess we're gonna meet whoever's gonna be in this Colorado version of the show, and it, like not like Fallout Colorado, but who's in the city from Paradise, the show Paradise in Hulu, who is in here, and all these characters, who's controlling everything, how's that gonna work, and so on. And also, like, Kevin McAllister is going to be back as well. Are they mind controlled? Did they get hit? Because what we saw, right, is from Lucy's dad, is that he was capturing NCR people. He was capturing people from the Legion, both versions of the Legion. He was just capturing random ghouls. So we have no idea how long he's been secretly implementing the smaller microchip on all people, right? We know the city of Freeside is safe. Like that NCR team, it seemed like they were themselves. Whereas, I don't know, I'm gonna guess that the Caesar people, the Legion, got mind controlled, because he mentions that like they're the most unstable, right? Whereas like the NCR seems like, classic liberalism and what they want to do. And that's great. Okay? So here's the thing. I think Ella Purnell should get nominated for an Emmy. Will she win? No. The Pluribus chick is obviously winning the Emmy. I say this as someone with a vote, okay? I get it. that I'm just saying that Ella Purnell though should be nominated. Okay, I will no, but like, yo, Ella Purnell, are you single? Okay, like I know, like, look, you were dating the dweeb who drove a shitty Honda Civic and you broke up, and then you were like dating the reality TV chef. But maybe you're single now. Like maybe you're like single. I see you like have a fox. And it sucks because the show doesn't shoot in New York anymore, right? The show shoots in LA, and I guess she lives in LA and all of it. And maybe, who knows if she'll ever move back to New York? Who knows? Okay. I don't want to go. Maybe Emily Batter will be a New York chick. Who knows? I'm sorry. Both of you super hot and you deserve all the success. Okay? Fallout Season 2 was fantastic. I arguably, in ranking the episodes, what was like my favorite? I liked the Lucy on the Cross episode. I thought that was fantastic. I also enjoyed her drug thing for 2 episodes, how she was just on drugs and like how she kills all the Elvis people. I thought the weakest episode was when we meet the fucking people on Frozen from Norm and we meet that annoying fucking Indian kid who was the fucking worst. Okay? But this is glad. It seems like Lucy's really different now. Max has earned his leadership. Oh, I kind of forgot. They kind of really dropped the whole Brotherhood plot line as well. I kind of forgot that was happening. That was like a lot in the first 3 episodes, right? But like that, if I were, that's right. I'm gonna guess maybe the Brotherhood is fucking because they're the most tech advanced compared to the NCR and the Legion. If I were to guess, some of the Brotherhood people that were at Area 51 and whatnot, or these different factions, are probably the people who got like mind wiped by the Enclave. But that is where we are. Okay.